Hi and welcome back to my channel at Also Victoria, where I'm a part-time seller on Etsy, Poshmark, and eBay. And I'm going to go over what sold in was a week's time. This is back in November. I sold 13 items. So let me get started and go over and show you what sold. But first I'm going to start with the gross, the net, the fees, and the cost of goods and put that up here. And then I'll go over in what shops these items sold in. Okay, so I sold the 13 items. I made a gross of $322.56, and my fees were $57.28, and my cost of goods were $14.32. And so my net profit on that was $250.44 for 13 items selling in a week. Okay, back over here on two items on my Oso Victoria shop on Etsy. It's a total of $67. 7 items on my Cameron D shop on Etsy for a total of $159. And I sell hard goods and vintage hard goods on Etsy on my Cameron D shop. And I didn't sell any items on Poshmark that week. And I sold 4 items on eBay for a total of $96.56. So once again, let me get started and show you what I sold. So starting on the 9th, I sold this Andy by unit, an olive green jacket for $38.28. It was a retail arbitrage. I picked it up for $10 back in January of 21. And then on Etsy and my collectible shop, I sold this straw. And I picked that up in November of last year, so it didn't take long to sell. It's on the 3 days. It took 3 days for this to sell. And then in my Cameron D collectible shop on Etsy, I sold this willow tree angel for $20. This was given to me by my husband. It belonged to his sister. And let's see, so there was no cost of goods to that. And I've sold 2 willow tree figurines. And then I also sold in my Cameron D shop I'm looking at my spreadsheet. I just want to see my spreadsheet. I sold this 1950s golden wheat creamer. Yeah, for $12. Picked it up at a rummage sale in 2011. Headed out, this is in California. It was the fire station in Sead Valley in Northern California. I had gone to Happy Camp to go pick up my daughter, and on the way back, I hit this rummage sale and picked up a few things. But actually, this was on their free table. So I listed it in 2015, and it went to Kansas, whatever. Okay, so I sold it for $12. And then on my eBay shop, I sold this Eileen Fisher, which is Eileen Fisher's great sale. Everything I've picked up that had Eileen Fisher so far has sold. This apple crinkle eBay ads, and I picked it up for 31 cents at that church sale thrift store where they had given me all those stuffed animals. And I had listed it in November, so it only took 1 day to sell. And then Etsy collectible shop, I sold these black swans for $24. I also picked those up at that church, same time. Well, a month later, because I was going in for my COVID shot. So since I was in that town, I decided to check out this thrift store because the senior center was closed. Long story. And anyway, I picked these up for 55 cents. Yeah, for 55 cents. And I sold them for 24. Picked them up in August and listed them in September sometime. So they took September, October, November, about 3 months to sell. And then my also collectible shop on Etsy, I sold this Occupy Japan teacup for $15. Cost me 79 cents at the Goodwill. I actually picked this up when I first started reselling online. We did used to have a brick and mortar store years ago, but I don't know what I did with all that stuff. We parted it out, whatever. So I picked this up in 2010. And so it's been listed since 2015 in my Etsy shop. But the reason I picked it up because it said Occupy Japan on the bottom. Okay, 79 cents, sold for 15. And then my Etsy, also another collectible. I sold this maroon velvet jewelry box for $34. And this was given to me either by a friend or I picked it up for a long time ago, for a long time, from a long time ago and had jewelry stored in it. But I was trying to consolidate all my jewelry boxes, items, because it was getting too overwhelming. And so I took the jewelry out of it and put it somewhere else. And then I had this empty jewelry box. So I sold that. I sold it in No, I listed it in June, so that June, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6 months to sell. And then on my Also Victoria vintage clothing shop on Etsy, I sold this 70s white knit cardigan for $42. I believe this might have been new with tag. Not new, but dead stock, had the tag still attached. It'll show it if it does. So I picked that up for $1.52 in a bulk buy sale. So when I buy a bulk buy, like I said, and I pay a couple $100 for bags and bags and bags of stuff, and then I itemize each item as individual items and not by the weight or anything. And so for all the items I got that I paid $200-300 for, this came out to $1.52. So obviously I've sold a lot from this estate sale, and I still have a lot more to list. And okay, where was I? So I don't remember when I listed it because I kind of fell by the wayside on listing putting in my inventory what I was listing. My bad. And then in my Etsy shop, I sold this 1934 Apache Trail book for $34. It cost me 50 cents. I picked it up at the Habitat for Humanity over on the coast in December of 2020, and I listed it January 2021, so it took 11 months to sell. And in my vintage clothing shop on Etsy, I sold the zippy red tennis shoes, Christmas shoes, for $25. I also had a white pair. I don't know if that comes after. Yeah, I think I sold that several months since then, since this video, for $25. Sold this for $25, cost $1. Picked it up at the Honey Hole thrift store, which was a really cool shop because their shoes were all $1, and it was kind of one of those thrown everywhere, kind of semi-organized thrift stores that I love, because then you could kind of just go through and you kind of figure they're not going to charge a lot for their stuff here, which they didn't. And anyway, this Honey Hole is over in Prineville, which is in Eastern Oregon. We were on a vacation trip. And like I said, $1. Picked it up in 2020 and listed it in March of 2021. And they sold. And then I sold on eBay this J. Jill Wool brown floral blouse. J. Jill seems to sell okay for me. Sold it for $14 through their ad, which cost 94 cents. And I picked it up for 28 cents at the church thrift store. Because at that church thrift store, which some of the other sales came from, it was fill a bag. So I did this the following month when I got my second COVID shot. And so I went and I filled another 5 bags. First month I may have filled 6 bags, and then this month, the following month, I filled 5 bags of that. So let's see, where am I at? Lose track of my thought. So I picked that in August of 2021, listed it in October, and so it took a month to sell. And then on eBay also threw an ad, 62 cents for this ad. I sold this infant formal white ruffle velvet dress. Also picked it up at that same church thrift store, so this also cost me 28 cents. Sold it for $12.99. And so the same thing, and I listed this. I don't see one of those things I forgot to put down that I listed. So is that all 13? Yep, so that's all 13 items. So hit the subscribe if you want to see more of what sold or what I find, haul videos or my adventure videos. I'm going to mention in this video, even though the sales are from November, we're going on a 2-week road trip to Quartzsite, Arizona. And so it'll be more videos of that adventure. Anyway, so if you like adventure videos, and I'll probably mention it in the next lot of videos I record for trying to catch up on my sales to January. Yeah, go figure. Anyway, since I sell unique individual one-off items, I don't think it really matters when they sell or when they're trending. I don't know. They're always trending because they're vintage, pretty much. So modern clothes. Anyway, hit the like if you like this video, and like I said, subscribe if you like to see more. Get notifications of more. Hit the bell. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.